Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jai Gaura Hariba, 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 Hariba. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Privajagacharya Ashtottara Satasri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanara Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki, ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki, Nanta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki, Prem Se Kaho Se Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की, श्री प्रभुपाद की, प्रभुपाद अनुगा की, समवेत भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. श्री जगन्नाथ रथ यात्रा महोत्सव की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रमयी की, नित्य गुरु प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 82, Text 39. Shri Shukavacha Gopyascha Krishnam Upalabhya Jiradhabishtam Yat Prekshane Drishishu Pakshmakritam Shapanti Drigabir Hridi Krtamalam Parirabhya Sarvas Tadbhavam Apur Abhinitya Yujam Durapam. Please repeat. Shri Shukavacha Gopyascha Krishnam Upalabhya Chiradhabhishtam Yat Prekshane Drishishu Pakshmakritam Shapanti Drigabir Hridi Kritam Alam Parirabhya Sarvas Tadbhavamapurapi nitya yujam durapam. Shri Shukavacha Gopyascha Krishnam Upalabhya Chiradabhishtam Yat Prekshane Drishishu Pakshmakritam Shapanti Drigabir Hridi Kritam Alam Parirabhya Sarva Tadbhavamapurapi nitya yujam durapam. Ladies, Shri Shukavacha. Shukadeva Goswami said, Gopyaha, the young cowherd women, Cha, and Krishnam, Krishna, Upalabhya, sighting, Chirat, after a long time, Abhishtam, their object of desire, yet whom, Prekshane, while seeing, Drishishu, on their eyes, Pakshma, of lids, Kritam, the maker, Shapanti, they would curse, Drigbihi, with their eyes, Hridi Kritam, taken into their hearts, Alam, to their satisfaction, Parirabhya, embracing, Sarvaha, all of them, Tat, in him, Bhavam, ecstatic absorption, Apuhu, attained, Api, even though, Nitya, constantly, Yujam, for those who engage in yogic discipline, Durapam, difficult to attain. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Translation. Sukadeva Goswami said, while gazing at their beloved Krishna, the young gopis used to condemn the creator of their eyelids, which would momentarily block their vision of him. Now seeing Krishna again after such a long separation, with their eyes they took him into their hearts, and they embraced him to their full satisfaction. In this way they became totally absorbed in ecstatic meditation on him. Although those who constantly practice mystic yoga find such absorption difficult to achieve. Purport. According to Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur, just then Lord Balarama saw the gopis standing a short distance away. Seeing them trembling with eagerness to meet Krishna and apparently ready to give up their lives if they could not, he tactfully decided to get up and involve himself elsewhere. Then the gopis attained the state described in the current verse. In referring to the gopis' intolerant disrespect of Lord Brahma, the creator of eyelids, Shukadeva Goswami is giving vent to his own subtle jealousy of the gopis' favored position. Srila Jiva Goswami offers an alternate understanding of the phrase Nitya Yujam, which may mean even of the Lord's principal queens, who tend to be proud of their constant association with him. In Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Srila Prabhupada writes, because they had been separated from Krishna for so many years, the gopis, having come along with Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, felt intense ecstasy in seeing Krishna. No one can even imagine how anxious the gopis were to see Krishna again. As soon as Krishna became visible to them, they took him inside their hearts through their eyes and embraced him to their full satisfaction. Even though they were embracing Krishna only mentally, they became so ecstatic and overwhelmed with joy that for the time being they completely forgot themselves. The ecstatic trance which they achieved simply by mentally embracing Krishna is impossible to achieve even for great yogis constantly engaged in meditation on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna could understand that the gopis were wrapped in ecstasy by embracing him in their minds, and therefore, since he is present in everyone's heart, he also reciprocated the embracing from within. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jayasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This is a shloka that shows the greatness of the gopis and their ability to absorb themselves in Krishna. It says here that after a long time they met with Krishna in Kurukshetra and they drank him through their eyes and then they embraced him in their heart. These are not poetic expressions. These are actually happening like that only. Why? It's compared, the gopis are compared here to yogis. And it's mentioned here, even the yogis cannot meditate like this. If you read Bhagavad Gita, you will be introduced to the yoga ladder. A yogi, it's mentioned, travels through all these different stages. Karmibhyo adhiko yogi, jnanibhyo adhiko mataha. Krishna explains in the 6th chapter in the last but one shloka. Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. The yogi I am talking about, Arjuna, is that person greater than the karma person, performing person, greater than the gyan thirsty person, greater than the dhyana person. That yogi I am talking about is directly talking about the gopis. Karmibhyo adhiko yogi, greater than the karmis, greater than the jnanis, greater than the dhyanis, the yogis, Ashtanga yogis. Tasmad yogi bhava, become that yogi. Who is that? Next shloka says, yoginam api sarvesha madgate nantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamo mataha. He says, my devotee is that yogi because he can absorb himself in me. Not even the Ashtanga yogi can do it, the Jnani yogi can do it to that extent, nor the Karma yogi can do it to that extent. So, devotee means real absorption at the height. Like even the Ashtanga yogi cannot do. Dhyana, Dharana, Samadhi is mentioned about him, Ashta Anga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pratyahara, like that, Dhyana, Dharana, Samadhi, that he absorbs himself completely. These gopis are greater than that person also. That is what is the point here. You see, often we were talking about, I'm not able to chant properly, I can't focus on the chanting, I can't absorb myself. In fact, in this age of distraction, you cannot absorb yourself in anything, not only chanting. Anything you do, you cannot do properly. Everybody, all the time, some AI, prompt will come immediately out to act. Going in the car, king. I say, what is that? Seat belt you have to put. I am governed by a small sound that comes. I have to obey that. I have to put the seat belt. And then the phone is constantly telling you, it's ringing, notification, that thing, this thing, that thing. Every time you are completely ruled. How can you absorb yourself in anything for that matter? A world is designed for distraction now. It's all about constantly trying to get your attention. About 10,000 people are trying to get your attention when you take your mobile. Everybody's trying to get your attention. How can you be peaceful? And you have happily designed the world like that. Sold yourself to be distracted like that. But this is the direct opposite of that. Can't think of anybody else but you. You can imagine the opposite. Opposite is, I know only Krishna. I can only absorb myself in Krishna. I eat, I drink, I sleep, I breathe, I do everything. It's Krishna. I'm absorbed in Krishna. This you must understand what it means. That is why the gopis have the ability to absorb themselves in Krishna. Anytime they don't have problem about distraction at all. Nothing can distract them from Krishna. Can you just imagine the other side of it? Because here the Bhagavatam shloka says, these gopis are greater than the best of yogis. Best of yogis. This is something we should note carefully. Dhyana, absorption according to yogis, that is supposed to be the greatest thing. But here you have the yogis, the gopis. The gopis, not just that they are absorbed. You don't take this theoretically. Oh, okay, absorption means I am able to unceasingly think of something. In words, and we can only say these things. You can, just like you go to the doctor, everything is numbers. Heartbeat rate, pressure, 90 by this thing, everything is numbers. That doesn't mean anything actually. But they'll rule the whole world with those numbers and statistics and make you feel afraid and this and that. But somebody may be thinking that, so what, I don't feel anything bad. I don't feel anything bad. They scare you with numbers. Whole world is filled with theory. But what really it means consciously for you? What really does it mean consciously for you? Krishna consciousness means we deal with consciousness. We get down to the reality. The reality is you are a conscious spiritual being. Attend to that. We don't live on that plane of consciousness. We live on all these numbers, figures, external stuff and everything, and we become unconscious. We're not consciously approaching everything, dealing with everything. So, in the material world is a world of matter, an addiction to matter, an absorption in matter, the right opposite of what is happening to the gopis. Lost in a world filled with distractions. You can't absorb yourself in matter because matter keeps vibrating according to the three modes and keeps you like that. There's no chance of you ever absorbing yourself in matter because it's constantly in flux, in agitation. But Krishna is a solid truth. Janmadhyasya yatah. To be absorbed in Krishna means that's it. There's no necessity for anything else. You're solidly fixed and you are stable. That is a truth. You're absorbed in the truth. So this is what we are trying to do when we say I am in Krishna consciousness. It's very technically correct that Prabhupada titled his organization International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And the best example for that Krishna consciousness is the gopis. They are fully absorbed in Krishna. And Krishna knows that. He knows that these are the people who are most absorbed in me. Completely absorbed in me. And he reciprocates with them accordingly. He cannot be without reciprocating. So he gives himself fully to them. Take myself. Why? Because you are capable of absorbing yourself in me so much. So this is called the height of yoga. Now this is what is happening in Kurukshetra. In Kurukshetra, this is revealed. It's mentioned here later that Krishna also gave himself to them. How? He also embraced them in his heart. The last shloka says that. It's mentioned that physically he came and embraced the gopis. How are you? Long time. Externally he did many things. The regular things he needs to do. But he went back and he got absorbed in the gopis. And he embraced them in their heart just like the gopis embraced them. This is an important thing to know. Higher than the physical touch is conscious touch, absorption in the heart. I don't need to physically go and be with somebody in order for me to feel their presence or them to feel my presence. It's not necessary. But in the material world it is very necessary. If you don't have a physically manifest person, I cannot relate with him. I cannot relate. For a person who's absorbed in Krishna like that, he doesn't need Krishna to be physically present in front of him. But this is one meaning of consciousness. Krishna consciousness means I don't have to see Krishna in front of me physically like this and all, actually. I need to see because I am not absorbed in Krishna. That's what is the meaning of the deities. Why the deities are standing there? Anyway, you are not fully absorbed. This much is enough for you. In the form of the deity, enough for you to awaken you. But very advanced devotees don't need deity worship. Because they are anyway constantly absorbed in Krishna. They are constantly absorbed in Krishna. It's like telling the gopis, please don't go do deity worship. How it looks a little silly, isn't it? Deity worship. They are day and night, 24 hours absorbed in Krishna. They don't need to do it. Deity worship is part of sadhana for those people who are not able to absorb themselves in Krishna. It's meant for them. Krishna is coming and standing like this. It's also authentic. He is there, but you don't know he is there. Because you're not conscious. You're not conscious. So for the gopis, when they were separated, they were more intensely remembering Krishna. It's called Vipralamba Bhava. So the experience that they are having of bhakti is a very high level. So ecstatic. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu experienced that and showed while he was in the Gambhira. He experienced that and he showed that his limbs all got separated. All this, why it is described. What is all this description? I can't understand. It's mentioned that his elbows separated, it was hanging in the skin. Can you believe that? I was wondering, what are these crazy descriptions? It's mentioned, that there was goose pimples all over. He was bleeding from the pores of his skin. He was bleeding from the pores of his skin. He rubbed his cheeks and his nose on the wall of the Gambhira and it bled. He was bleeding. And then they shut him up inside. They thought that, something else is going on. He's going through. But then he disappeared from there inside the closed, Gambhira, and he was found in the ocean. A fisherman caught him in the ocean. He thought, what is this strange creature, very white looking, so long. I got a good catch, a good fish. He thought and he caught that. But this fish was, doing some other things, like foaming in the mouth, and the joints, the limbs, the knees, everything was disjointed. Also, he was looking at it and, he started chanting Krishna, Krishna. Because that is Krishna only. And because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting Krishna. And then they all found him, they came and saw, what is this? All disjointed like this. They were very struck. What has happened to him? And he was foaming in the mouth and all that. Then when they chanted Hare Krishna, slowly everything joined up and he came back to normal. You understand what is a Krishna conscious experience. With this body you can't have it. You can't have it with this body. The gopis were absorbed like that. And Chaitanya Krishna has come to see what is it that they are enjoying that I am not enjoying. That he has come to enjoy. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is doing that with Kirtan. When he dances in the Ratha Yatra Kirtan, he is enjoying that. You will see that Kirtan, and you will see all the gopis with Krishna and Rasa Lila, always compared to each other. The rasa of Kirtan, Kirtan rasa, helps you to enjoy, leads you to enjoy that level of rasa. Like the gopis are enjoying with Krishna, very high level of prema, in complete absorbed consciousness of Krishna. This is what is being offered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu if you chant the holy name. This is chant the holy name, you can go pure chanting, offenses chanting, you can go to this level of ecstasy, of experience in full consciousness of Krishna. Okay. So, many things are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. For those who are externally oriented too much will understand it externally. Those things become important, but it doesn't matter. Whatever form the absolute truth is understood, it starts from there. Because Krishna is absolute truth, and he, by contacting him in any way, especially by chanting the holy name, you will get gradual progress towards the absolute truth and absorption. So when you think of gopis, you should think of absorption. What is the meaning of absorption? Full consciousness. The word absorption is not describing fully. Even English is not enough to describe. So when we read all these things, we should also know that it is true. There is actually such a state. And that's what the Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita are pointing to. You can actually achieve that, is what's being told. It may look very high, very far away and everything, but that is the goal of life. And that is what everybody is looking at. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach us. Aradhyo Bhagavan Brajesha Tanayas Taddhama Vrindavanam Ramyaka Chit Upasana Vrajavad Vargena Ya Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumarto Mahan Iti Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam Tatra Dharana Paraha. There is no truth greater than this. Na Paraha. So this valuable, important information, practice and achievement is brought to us by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in modern times. If you very carefully read the Srimad Bhagavatam, especially the Chaitanya Charitamrita, you will come to know what is being spoken about. It's a wonderful, amazing, deep philosophy, theology, practice, and meant for achievement. Human beings are asked in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, said, go get it, take it. It has never been available before. Chirad adatam, nijagupta vittam. Right? So when we read these aspects of the 10th canto in the Rasa Lila and these type of meetings in Kurukshetra with Krishna and the gopis, it's mentioned here in the commentary, because his commentary is written by Prabhupada's disciples after he's passed away. And they have referred to all the acharyas and taken extracts from Prabhupada's books. It's mentioned here that two comments, very important comments made here. One is Balaram sees their situation. He knows. He says, I don't want to be here. I'm leaving. I don't want to be here. That anxiety of the gopis waiting to see Krishna and waiting to interact with him. It's a very high, this thing. So it's mentioned Balaram left the place. Another is mentioned that Shukadeva Goswami was sort of envious that they have achieved such a state. These are all very high class comments. I can't comment on those comments. But it's being discussed on a very Actually, Shukadeva Goswami is talking about this. Only people who have understood the tattva and the gopis' love and everything can get that, what he is telling. Like I mentioned to you, we will all read it according to the level we are in. Some people like the description of Krishna's lila in this way, that way and all that. But if you look at it from the viewpoint of the gopis, you will see differently. From the viewpoint of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, this is something more in that than what is being seen. Shukadeva Goswami is always talking from that level. But we don't always understand it unless the Acharyas explain it like that. It's all about bhakti, it's all about love of Krishna, and in that level Krishna is performing and receiving performance from his devotees. So now in this mood, if you see the Ratha Yatra pastime of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in front of the chariots, what mood he was in the mood of Radharani. And in the mood of Radharani, Lord Jagannath has come out after Snana Yatra after 15 days. Couldn't see him for 15 days. Lord Chaitanya would always go to Alarnath temple there and spend his time there. So now in the Ratha Yatra, he's come out again. So he will start singing those beautiful verses. I have seen you again now. He is in the mood of Radharani. And he is seeing Jagannath as Shyama Sundara Krishna, fresh in Vrindavan, in the Tribhanga form, blowing his flute, fresh, looking Navayavvanam, always fresh youth. He's seeing him like this and he's become extremely happy. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's easy, he jumped and spun in the air. Spun in the air and fell down. And he was, his eyes were, he was so happy. That it's mentioned that his eyes were like a tap of water coming out from his eyes. All this is described in Chaitanya. I always wondered, this is not possible. How is it possible? But if you understand what's happening behind, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did all sorts of amazing things which nobody and everybody was watching. People who knew what was happening were watching and understanding this is what's going on. So Rup Damodar was watching, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami and all know what he's experiencing. Because Rupa Goswami wrote books about it. If you read the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, beyond the first chapter, most people cannot go. So it's too technical and too many things involved. I never knew Bhakti was so complicated. I thought it is simply just, I like my daughter, I like my this and that's all. Nothing compared to this. This is all nothing. It's just completely superficial. And you die and the daughter dies and then the love also dies. There's no meaning to it at all. It's a great illusion. This is real. This is real. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is experiencing it and showing to everybody. He came to show the entire human society what you are capable of as my part and parcel. Mama evam sajiva loke means what? It is just not meant for giving Bhagavad Gita class alone. You are part and parcel of me and you can enjoy with me to this extent. And I want to enjoy with you to this extent. That is the message. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji nam namaskuru means Krishna is eagerly telling, become my devotee. We can have a great time together. And that's what he's showing when he's dancing in the Ratha Yatra. He is dancing in 7 different Sankirtan parties. He's become 7 Chaitanya Mahaprabhus. Each one doing different type of a dance and different aspect of the Kirtan. Very amazing dance. That is when Vallabha Bhattacharya, what's his name? Vallabha Bhatta. He was invited for the Ratha Yatra and he saw, that's when he made out, must be Krishna. This person must be that same Supreme Personality God. How can he do these type of things otherwise? How can he do? Vallabha Bhatta was a great scholar. But just a scholar. A devotee also, but a scholar and more accentuated towards his scholarship. But that day, by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, he saw this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is no ordinary person. He must be that Krishna only. Because he saw him dancing, and he saw all the devotees dancing in ecstasy, looking at Lord Jagannath. So in the Ratha Yatra, lots of things are going on there. It's not just the police and all the problems we go through in order to have the Rath. We get absorbed in all these things because we are not very qualified. So Krishna absorbs in this type of devotional service. Go to the police, get the permission, make the chariot okay, put all the paint on the chariot, clean the chariot. Is the rope okay? Is the route okay? Is there some problem? Did you get all this thing? Did you make the prasadam? This is how our Ratha Yatra is. We get absorbed in but we like it. But deep Ratha Yatra is this. In the Puri, Lord Jagannath is coursing through this in the Ratham, and Prataprudra is coming and sweeping. At that time Lord Chaitanya is in his ecstasy and he's saying, what a nice devotee. He's sweeping the floor. So, but you know, but why I am not a great devotee? You are not. You are not. When Prataprudra holds the broom and sweeps, no. He is doing it in a completely different consciousness. He is crying, I am so niche, I am so low class that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not give me an audience. My Lord Jagannath is just completely humble and he's sweeping the floor crying. What's the use of this kingship? What's the use of human life? What's the use? I should go die. He's feeling great need for audience of this thing. When he's sweeping like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became pleased with him. He is very humble devotee. That time he decided, I will give him audience. Although externally he told everybody, I will not see a king and all that. I am a sannyasi. I don't see him. But at that moment he decided. So like this, so many things are going on in the Ratha Yatra. All to do with bhakti and love and exchange and reciprocation. Prataprudra did not know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was watching him and thinking like this. He just sweeping the floor, feeling I am lowest of the low. Similarly, everybody is watching Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance and each one is having his own experience. Each one is having his own experience because the Supreme Absolute Truth is performing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is performing how a devotee can reach heights of experience in Krishna consciousness. So, we also are going for Ratha Yatra as devotees. We are engaged by Krishna in many different aspects. That's perfectly all right. That's what we deserve. At least we got an opportunity to serve in this way. It's a great thing. And we shall happily render that service, but hope that we may also be able to get absorbed like this. The Ratha Yatra is about Rasa Lila. The Ratha Yatra is about the gopis. The Ratha Yatra is about Krishna and Gopi Bhava. And who will believe that if you say it? But it takes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to explain this is what is going on there. This is what is going on there. It's not that Lord Jagannath has simply come out. He is going to Vrindavan. He is going to Gundicha. What is Lord Jagannath thinking? Who knows? Who's bothered? They go to the Bhagwan, my daughter should get admission, this will get married. These are all the things you're asking for. That is nothing for Krishna. Okay. But I want you to relate with me like this. Where are you and what I'm asking of you? So when you go for Ratha Yatra, it's not, common people will come and break the coconut for the sake of the VIP, for the chief guest, put a turban on his head and make him sweep the floor and give him all these explanations and all that is one thing. But devotees should meditate on the real purpose of the Ratha Yatra and where I should be, what I should achieve in terms of bhava, in terms of absorption, in terms of bhakti. Like that you go and pull the chariot. Then your pulling of the chariot means, like mentioned in the scriptures, You pull the chariot means you're pulling Krishna into your heart. You're actually drawing Krishna into your heart, into Vrindavana. Heart is Vrindavana. Heart is where Krishna is. It's a heart-to-heart affair. It's not about the mind, it's not about the intellect, it's not about the physique. It's about the heart, it's about love of Krishna. It's a very precious, top-class, amazing expression. So this is an opportunity for the conditioned soul to express his love to Lord Jagannath, to Krishna. So we see Jagannath as Shama Sundara Krishna on the chariot. We see all the gopis. We see all that mood and bhava. And we are very far away from it maybe. But I have rendered this service because Jagannath is enjoying that pastime. Simultaneously on the side he is giving darshan to everybody. And everybody is watching him and saying Manima and all that. You see, Krishna is a super duper multitasker. When he comes out, he achieves many things, plus his own thing also. He is fully absorbed in his own pastime. That's why when he's seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he engages in a pastime with him. He stops the chariot and does not move. Why? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has fallen back in his dancing. He waits for him to come to the front. And then as soon as he sees him again, he becomes excited and he moves. And the devotees are pulling the chariot. Then again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu falls back, he stops the chariot. How much ever you pull, he is not moving. Why? Krishna wants Radharani to be in the front. He wants to see her dancing and in ecstasy and all that. So if you read that, we don't have time to read it. If you read that, you will see that's happening. Between Lord Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is happening in the open. Some are able to see it. Very advanced devotees are able to see this is what is happening. Jagannath is stopping the chariot. And he's waiting for Lord Chaitanya to come to the front and dance again. And he's watching him dance and he gets excited and he moves again. And then when he falls back again, so where I cannot see him, where is he? He stops the chariot. In this way, another whole program is going on within this program, within this external program. Another internal program of Lord Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going on. And some very kono bhagyavan dekhe pare. Those who are very fortunate are able to see. This is what's happening. So great assistant devotees like Swarup Damodar Goswami, Rupa Goswami, all of them are able to see. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing. So today's Ratha Yatra, I am not expecting that we will be in this mood. Most probably the Lati charging police will be there, stopping everybody from holding the rope or pulling the rope, doing all sorts of crazy things. This is punishment for not being Krishna conscious and forgetting Krishna. So, you came away. Krishna bhuliya bhogavancha kare. Chi Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki. So this is punishment. So our devotional service we should render. We are happy to render in whatever way it is. We are hoping. We should not forget but what exactly we are looking at. Om Tat Sat Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki. Shri Jagannath Ratha Yatra Mahotsavam ki. Nittai Gaur Premanande.